sometimes you have to be shocked into action.
We're going to ruin the one planet that we have.
We started working with carbon literacy back in the early part of 2021, and then in April 2021 we started the training for our colleagues. So as a business at SYNETIQ, we're absolutely committed to becoming net zero. It's really important we want to take all our colleagues on that journey with us. So the carbon literacy project and carbon literacy training is about showing how important sustainability is to everyone in our business and also how everyone can play their part.
You create your own bespoke course that's relevant to your people in your industry. It's really easy and there's loads of resources online to help, and obviously the team at Carbon Literacy are very approachable and help every step of the way.
I was really naive to my own carbon emissions and the impact that it had on the environment.
Very little, being honest. My little girl come home from school and she probably knew more about it than I did at the time. So that was what prompted me really to go onto the course.
I thought I was quite good, you know, in my own self of being quite conscious of global warming and stuff like that.
It was massively eye-opening for me. I'm the sort of person that's an absolute petrol head, so I never really had much consideration for the environment, to be honest. But the carbon literacy training did open my eye to it. It made me a bit more thoughtful more in everything that you do. Like before, I would never have considered it.
I was somewhat shocked at some of the statistics that were thrown at me, but then again, sometimes you have to be shocked into action.
It puts it into perspective for you, you know, like what's actually going on and how long we've got left. It's like we've got like a lifetime left.
It's pretty damning, isn't it? It broadens your knowledge massively, or it did for me anyway.
Shocking, more than eye-opening. And some of the facts that were presented to us, I would never have considered.
It opens your eyes up to things, and you can be quite ignorant in life, can't you, to what's going on around you. And I think it's you don't realise everybody's got to do something. You can't just be like, oh, well, other people will do it because things will change. I think everybody's literally got to make that difference. Otherwise, we're going to ruin the one planet that we have.
I've made changes at home, making sure that I'm using renewable energy. At work, all of our team think about the impact on the environment. It's not just for managers to do when thinking about projects. Carbon literacy has made us realise we can all do little bits that add up, rather than thinking it's someone else's job to do sustainability.
I think when they've been on this course, I think people do think more about what they're doing. I know in the office they do, even about the recycling.
I think it's great. It really is, because it's our future. I think it has a great impact in the business, like, you know, in your workplace, but also on your personal life as well.
I think it's a good start, really, isn't it? It's making people aware. It's made me aware. It's bringing it to light, and I think that's the first step. I think there's many more to take, but I think it's a good start and it's a good point us in a good direction.
We talk about it more. People come to us with suggestions about what SYNETIQ can do differently, whether it's through our colleague and community forum, our newsletters, conversations with a line manager, or just coming up and suggesting something.
I think it can be pretty easy for us to think that we're powerless as individuals, and even though the scale of climate change is pretty massive, small changes by lots of people can make a huge difference.
It's having a ripple effect on people that you speak to, business partners, customers, clients, that kind of thing.
It really changed my perception on climate change and the things that I could do to make a change to not only raise awareness, but to reduce my own carbon footprint as well.